Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run. This is Bashal Tutin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Strickland. He completes it to Hunter. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Texans, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Strickland. Open man, it's Hunter. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun. Strickland. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw again. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 118. That's right. Hey, uno more.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. To the left side, finds his receiver, Noel. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Stroud. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Fielded at the 20.
A 7-yard gain. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Trayvon Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. As Stroud now to throw. He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Off play action. Strickland. That is caught by Hunter. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A nice throw from the 3rd-round pick. It gets him a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you
blitz coming, and down he goes. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Back to throw. Strickland. That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's now a 7-2 ball game.
Makes the score 7. Texans 2. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Tony.
Play action. Here's Stroud. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Texans at 2-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Buggy. Ow, what's that? At 18, what's that?
Throwing now is Stroud. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Right there in coverage is Foye Oluokun. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Hey, uno.
Stroud to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
1st down, Jaguars.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Operating from the gun. Strickland. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunter. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Out of the gun now on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
19 Lions.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
60 Vikings. Nothing 19. Warriors 17. Hurt.
From the gun on third down. Strickland. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Play action. Stroud now. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
18.
Stroud out of the gun here. On a slant, here's Collins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Here we go. 18. What's that? 12. Oh, ball. Buggy. Hey, Uno Mars.
Now Stroud. They'll swing this out to Gibbons. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Stroud looking to throw. That'll be complete to Gibbons. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
18. What's that? Y'all to the right. 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Already. 18. What's that?
Now Stroud going to battle forward on the touch pass. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
18. What's that? Buggy.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Uno.
The throwing again is Stroud. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
18. What's that?
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
2nd and 10.
Come on.
Looking to throw. Strickland. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Go, stick. Start low, 18.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First down,
Operating from the gun. Strickland. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Let's go now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go.
Back to throw. Strickland. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the end. Throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Oh, hey. 18. That's it.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Oh, hey. 18. Not to the right. Not to the right. Not to the right. Buggy. Hey, Uno Mars.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's Tommy Townsend now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
Their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
All right. Swap. Mother swap.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Stroud will look to throw once more. We'll check this down to Giddens out of the backfield.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, uno. Check.
Again, it's Stroud.
That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
14 yards. That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Look the high. Look. 11.
Here's Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sharp. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Second and 7.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Oh, right. 118. What's up? Close. Oh, boom. Under.
Stroud to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd down.
Hey, south.
Stroud off the play fake. Under pressure, they got him again. Trayvon Walker able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Bates' kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete to Palmer. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
118. What's up?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
11. Look to hot, look to hot.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Jack Campbell
Picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
on play action. Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw. That's completed right side to Palmer.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Hey, Soko.
And he'll run on the inside handoff.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
17, Texans 5. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
11.
Stroud looking to throw. Got a man. It's Collins, complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. You cannot write these off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Hey, south.
Stroud.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
18. What's that? Why Tony? Buggy. Under.
The throwing again is Stroud. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chenal. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Hey, I'm going. Hey. Son.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. That is caught by Hunter. Down inside the 10.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. Touchdown! Bayshore Tootin
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Jags have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Texans 5.
Set
now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A little juke. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Stroud to the left side, finds his receiver Noel. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Stroud coming right back after the pick 6. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let the hot.
And Stroud now to throw. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. How did he stay on his feet? And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
The Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stroud. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to throw again. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. All right,
it. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
There's that man, Travis Hunter.
The 20, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Shifts by him. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Oh, okay. 18. What's up?
Stroud to throw it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now off to the races down the right side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point attempt to come here. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second down and 4.
Hey, hey, hey.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside inside the 25.
Jaguars, first down. On red, 13 yards.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Look the hot. Hey, south.
Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. Jaguar pressure and Jaguar sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Stroud. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
118. What's up?
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
118. What's up? We speed less. Speed.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lisa 24. Hey, Kill. Hey, Ginger, touch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Jaguars.
On the red. Sir, here we go.
They go play action with Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they